Yeah, I'll do. What do people mean by lurking? Lurking is where you're watching and or listening, but not chatting. So you're not actively taking part. People might not even realise you're there because you're just in the background. That's lurking. And a lot of people do it. I do it in a lot of streams. I'll watch a stream while I'm working or something, doing something else. I think if you looked at percentage of viewers on Twitch, lurking versus non-lurking, I reckon most people would be lurkers. What am I doing tonight? Who's asking?
Seem to be getting a lot of lag and server not responding at the moment.
I'm not, lol.
Haven't had any.
It's funny because every time I walk up to one of the gates, it doesn't open for a few seconds. So I kind of get stuck outside or inside.
I don't mind Whiteland.
Yeah, we can do. It's just not needed at the moment. We turn the machines off.
If only builders worked that quick in real life, Paul, eh?
Yeah, I know, right? I'd have my patio done in a jiffy.
I was going to say, you could just walk outside. Numpad. You've got a detachable numpad, haven't you? Just take it outside. Bang, bang, bang. Done.
Genius.
Yeah, military science is turned off for now on.
You look for a long time before you've made a
That should
Twitch
hopefully
account.
backlog
Well,
a whole load of resources.
that's the
for it
other
as well.
thing. You can watch a stream without
So
having a
if we do
Twitch
need it
account.
again, it'll go really fast.
And that is lurking by definition. Oh, some copper here. I would have preferred it without the copper, but what you gonna do, eh? Referick, with 200 bits, hello school, just logged into my own Factorio server where me and some friends built a base like yours, but after 2 weeks absence I came into the biggest biter spitter fest ever. They dug a hole into my wall and destroyed almost everything in the base. Yeah. You should probably turn the server off when you're not using it, Referick. Otherwise they're advancing and you're not. Nickel Beretta. Squirrel, you've got me into Sims like the Hunter, and I'm seriously considering getting a wheel. The video. Thank you, Nickel. One more beer. Great variety of games, by the way. I still have 2 feet of snow. Good times. 13 months. Marzella with 33. Andrew Stiles, we did. Haven't missed anyone. Right, so what we want now is a mining array. So let's see. What's the chances of us being attacked? Should be okay for a little bit. We'll forego the wall. Right. Electric miners. Time to do some strip mining. Don't send everyone out. Total Glow, no problem, dude. Someone's stolen tons of steel here.
We
Was
didn't
here.
have much left.
We really didn't have. I mean, there was 100 left in a box, and I just left it. Why then?
Last time I looked in that box, there was about 15 in there.
Steel production's low.
Yeah, I ended up having to take some out of my process.
Oh, I haven't touched that.
No, I haven't been anywhere near blue science.
I don't think so, anyway. Right, we'll wait for that. Hey, mechanic. Guys, if you've just joined the stream and said hello and I've been busy, I do apologise. Hello. I'm not being rude. Right, let's get a smelting array going. I think it needs coal, doesn't it? Coal's going to have to come in from the west, I think. Like, we can start mining this stuff, but can't really smelt it until we build an array. And really, we want steel. But iron plates would be very, very useful. I just think we need a higher smelting capacity, is what we need. A much higher smelting capacity. Might be better to lay these out like this, you know. Like this kind of fashion, and then have the output going that way. So I think what, five iron to 1 steel, I think. But then if we had more iron, we would have a surplus of iron, which is a good thing. So I'm thinking maybe we do like 6 or 7 iron. I don't know if this thing can cope with 6 or 7, I'll be honest with you. The inputs on the left are going to be coal and iron ore, I think. It's saved as a template. You can set certain sets of buildings and then just build them later as a giant group. Yeah, it's called a blueprint, Loomres. So, yeah, I know it's 5 plates to 1 steel captive flint, but I want surplus iron as well because we need iron for other things. So I'm thinking, can this mine support more than 5 iron? Yeah, when you have blueprints, you put the blueprints down and then you can come back and put all the things in place. Or later when you've got constructor bots, they'll fly in and build it for you. If you've got the materials. Well, the components. Let's go with 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to assume that we can support 6 and have a surplus. Steel. Steel's going to be down here. I need more grenades. How do you make blueprints? It's quite easy, actually. So, say you build something here. Hang on. Say you build like this. So I used to build that, and then you put in your power lines around it, or whatever, and you go B for blueprint, and then you can, oops, you can say, I want a new blueprint, and then you basically drag over it, like that, and then you check it, and if there's anything you don't want, you can just right-click and remove it, like that. You say, oh, I didn't want that, you know. And then when you've done that, you then tick here, and you can create a blueprint. And it even tells you on the blueprint how many of each item it has. And then you say, create blueprint. And then you can put it in your blueprint box there, like that. And then when you click on it, you can name it and call it my mining array or something like that. And then you've basically got it. Like, once you've done it now, you can now place it as many times as you want. When it works properly, that is. Looks like I screwed that one up. Never mind. You get the idea. You get the idea. Trash it. So you basically select what you want, name it, put it in your blueprint bag. You can create a book and then put blueprints in a book so you can group them together. And then what you do is you shift click to put it down once you've got a blueprint. Any kind of blueprint you want, you shift click and that'll put it on here and you can wipe it out later, or you can just like walk over the blueprint and start building it out. So when I look at this here now, I can see that I need to build inserters, splitters, stone furnaces, blah, blah, blah. I can see what it is I need to do, but I also need to chop these trees down. Oh, that gets rid of it. What a scumbag. So I'm going to have to come back and re-overlay this. There's nothing for it to mine, so it won't pop up. Devil dude, what do you mean? Just had to fix that. How long have I been playing the game, JDL? Not long enough. I played it many moons ago, and then got back into it recently because it's just super cool. I've got a blue mining array here. Cool. That's good. You guys awfully quiet.
Concentrating.
I think we're all working on something.
Oh, when you're building conveyor belts, guys, don't build belts in front of you coming towards you like that, because they slow you down. It's like, if you want to build it quicker, be behind it in the direction it's going, and you'll build a lot faster, because you're basically being moved along by the conveyor belt. Handy little tip. The blueprints you tried didn't work. You said you get the idea. I know. A nice feature of 16 is you can remove rock trees by hand from a blueprint area without affecting the place blueprint. Oh, thank God for that. Thank God for that. Now then. Ultimately, we want it all to go that way. This is where we get involved in compression and stuff. That's another change they've made in 16. Inserters now put things on top of other items, and then as they move along, they shuffle out, so you get auto compression, whereas you didn't get auto compression before. You had to kind of do it yourself manually. think you had to do things like that. JDL, I'm not sure, but probably ATS tomorrow.
Is our game save dependent on being in 0.15?
It's a 0.15 game. I don't know what would happen if we load it into 16.
Because I think the only reason we were playing on 15 was because of that mod we wanted, which we're not using anymore, right?
I think we went 15 because 16 is still a little bit under testing.
Right, okay.
Schmucklin, I think they're based in Prague, aren't they, the dev team? I remember.
So it's not a permanent solution, but I've got permanent steel plate production for flamethrower ammo now.
Nice one. Every little helps.
Nice. Saves usually upgrade fine, but sometimes mods break things. True. It's always mods that break whenever you get game updates. It's exactly the same in Eurotruck. But at least the this game, at least they actively say we support mods, whereas in Eurotruck, they actively say we do not support mods. Like it literally comes up with a massive disclaimer. We do not support mods. Which is nice. Here we go. OCD kicking in. Paul, the bottom extractor in the second column has no belt. 1, 2. This one? No, I think it does. I think it outputs at that yellow triangle, so it starts there. Same with these, like you could get rid of that and it'd be fine. Already on it, Whiteland. Already being taken care of, bro.
Yeah. There's one just north
Unless
of
you
the
mean
base
that
that I'm going
one.
to exploit as well.
Unless you mean that one. Maybe you meant that one.
I'd like to add
Oh,
that
from the
into
right,
my
yeah,
steel
yeah.
production for stuff.
Yeah, fixed. Thank you. I'm going to need a lot of stuff over here. I'm going to need a lot of stone furnaces and a lot of belts made so we can smelt all this stuff over here.
Even stone or steel furnaces.
Either or.
Well, you'll get higher production rate out of a stone. Out of a steel, sorry.
Okay, in that case. It depends if we can make
can,
steel furnaces or not.
We can make electric furnaces now. It does require steel plates, but they are much more efficient. And it means you don't have to worry about piping coal in.
Okay, well, I need to know what we're making over here because I'm about to extract a load of iron. And
Well, do you want to keep? Have you got coal supply into there as well, then, Paul?
there's a coal deposit to the west, which I need to go and make a lot of mines and go and strip mine that next. So, I don't know.
So let's stick with steel furnaces because at least we're losing. You're going to use less steel plates overall.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be producing iron plates and steel plates for us because that's what we're shy of, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll put a little on my steel plate production. I'll put a little offspring on.
Smelting 48 steel. So we're going with steel furnaces.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to need a lot of steel furnaces.
Uh-oh. There's a big attack and I'm being killed.
Well, did you put gun turrets up there?
They're not at the base. I was running back. They're kind of like part way between.
I can see you being chased on the mini-map. Once you get in range of the guns, you'll be fine.
I don't think I'll make it that far. I'm about to run
We've
out of
unlocked
health.
the electric furnace, yeah. I think I have to delete this.
And I'm dead.
And he's dead.
So stone brick, right?
They've got a little base just near the uranium.
All the red dots. All this lot.
Are you okay with me taking the wall and concrete productions offline shortly just to get some bricks made?
I think so, yeah. Northwest, we're going to get an attack soon.
Yeah.
Well, there's 1.5k of wall and nearly 5k of concrete. So
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have fun with it. It's going off this coal array. Hey, Supernova. How are you doing? Oh my god. Are we making grenades? Can somebody bring grenades, please? Actually, these aren't trees necessarily.
you are making grenades somewhere, aren't you? I've seen them somewhere.
Yeah. Why have you got any electric mining drills by any chance?
I've got loads. I'm on the way up to you.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Thank you. Ooh, mining drills as well. Beautiful. Something is being dropped from the game. What was that?
It does that every now and then, I've noticed.
I got a lag spike.
Okay, well, those bad guys are dead, but there is a little enemy base on that uranium
Like,
deposit.
this coal is underneath
Needs
all of
taking
this
care of.
grass. Zogna to dog. I think that's how we say your name. Welcome to the house, Zogna. Thank you for your support. Thanks for giving him a nutty welcome, guys. Was that oil near those trees? I think there was like one blob of it, but who's bothered about that? Got loads of oil up here. Let's see.
Do you want this just all laid out, Paul, or you got a blueprint in mind, or what?
What are the mines? Yeah, I'm just gonna array it.
Are you leaving a gap on the back
Yes.
of them so you can power feed it? Yeah.
Correct.
Stupid tree in the way. Gone. Yeah.
It's really weird, this one, because all the coal is underneath the grass. Factorio Plus could really help you get to the bottom of some of their proper ratios for raw assembly. Oh my god, dude, I'm not paying attention.
Right. Yeah. So that's complete. That's a coal field that's completely covered.
Mostly. Top bit's not quite, but it doesn't matter.
Done. You have got a little bit of a row on the back here as well. They're not going to be the most efficient ones, but it's still extra resource, right?
Have you got any gun turrets by any chance, Sammy?
No, I do not.
Okay, we need to put some defense on this. There's a lot of evil things out west.
A lot of evil things everywhere at the moment.
Have you seen the artillery guns?
Yeah.
They're just insane.
I like the flamethrower turrets personally.
Scumbag trees. Trees are the biggest scumbags in this game.
They really are.
Yep. Do you want me to do some big pylons to get it over here?
I've got a load of big pylons with me. I can give you them if you want to start laying them.
Do you want to drop them? Save me making.
Yep, hang on.
You know you can just drop stuff on the ground, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
You know stuff despawns after a certain amount of time unless you put it in a box, right?
Oh,
Oh, come on! Even when the trees are dead, they get in the way.
Yeah, the flamethrower in the tank actually fully destroys them, whereas the handheld flamethrower just sets them on fire.
My tank's in the way. Trees are a bigger enemy than biters. They're certainly a bigger pain.
are you ready for power on the coal, Paul?
We can, but it's not going anywhere, so it's good to put it on you.
On.
Well, loads more wall than that, didn't it?
I've powered up the iron one as well, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to pick that up and rather than driving that out.
What's that?
I had a tank on the inside of the wall. Wasn't much of a gap, so it was like, yeah, I'll drive it out. Pick it up. Have you got flamethrower ammo in your tank or not?
Yes.
Full or just...
Can't remember.
No, okay. Have mine and then I'll go, because I'm going back to base, so...
It's the most efficient way of joining these. This has only got a tiny bit. It's just been merged into this thing, I guess.
So you're full and you got some in the trunk as well, okay? Do you need anything else from base?
Should do it. Guns and ammo. Like turrets and stuff to defend this thing.
They're being made, aren't they?
Aye, aye, aye.
Do know. Referic. Squirrel just logged into my own. Oh, we've done that one. Referic. Finnish polar players work like mobile containers. Control and click dump stuff of players' inventory can be used for good and bad. Finished polymer is correct. Is it possible to control click something in someone else's inventory? It is possible. What, really? That's a bit scumbaggery if you do that, though. Need more conveyor belts. Need more conveyor belts. Quite a lot more.
We're actually making those for storage, though, or are they? Gun turrets, gun turrets. Where are the gun turrets being made?
No, I don't think there's a train needed for this bit. It's not going back to base. It's going just a little bit down the way here to be smelted.
Aye, 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 aye.
That's coal production.
Any idea where the gun turrets are being manufactured, guys?
I'm not sure if we are.
I'm making some for military science, which is currently on hold. Otherwise, not a clue.
So they should be up north then, are they?
Yeah, there should be some up north. There's 2 blue assembling machines at the very top of my section.
Bounce
And
just
then
like wrong. You
underneath
need the
that,
bottom
there's
bit of the belt
3,
to go
and
into the top
underneath
bit
those
one
3,
earlier
there's
than you currently
chests that
do.
should have a bit of ammo, some grenades, and turrets in, because that's what you need for the science.
Right.
Don't take it all, but take some.
Like that.
How many turrets do you think you need, Paul?
I'd probably say 5 for the coal. 3 on one side and 1 top, 1 bottom. Missed the top belt of coal. Hashtag blame Sammy. Just save 3 conveyor belt pieces.
Nutter.
What Refric said above, he did a 200 cheer. I read it. Oh, also you can use a part of underground belt under the wall so the biters won't have any way to Yes, you can indeed. Thanks, Whiteland.
What did he just bring you?
Conveyor belt.
Okay.
King Awesome, welcome back. Thanks, Refric. I think we need to balance that, yeah, anyway, if I'm honest. Although it wouldn't hurt. How do we... What's the most efficient way to split off this copper ore from here? That's a lot of ammo. Can you not go and set the guns up?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
Filter bombs with a buffer chest to stop it getting stuck. Okay, so if we build a filter inserter here.
Is there a ratio into which you place the gun turret from a distance from the wall or not?
I normally just put it right against the wall. There is in 16, we're in 15, Troll. Let's have a look at that, Tom.
Is there lots of walls still being made?
The wall production was currently offline, but there was nearly 6,000 of it, I think,
Okay, that's good.
or
I need-
2,000 of it.
Probably just need a couple hundred just to wall around this new oil station.
Do you reckon these turrets just need to go on the north and west walls then, Paul, or all the way around?
I was thinking 3 on the left wall, 1 top middle, 1 bottom middle, but feel free. I think if you look at where they're going to come from, actually you probably forget the lower side. I would go
At the moment,
left wall
yeah.
and top wall.
Yeah, okay. So I've put 5 and spaced them with a little bit of overlay.
Actually, I wonder if I've got a blueprint for belt balancing.
And they've got 200 rounds of ammo, so hopefully that should last a little long.
Thank you for the host, Majesh. Why are these all blue belt? Well, we don't have a filter splitter. We've only got a filter inserter. So the best we can do is do that kind of thing. And then put an iron chest in the way. And
Where was the wall being built?
then fast insert it. Which wall?
Well, any wall that's being made. Or stone or whatever it was that was being made.
We're going to need to expand the base towards this smelting array at some point. But until I put the blueprint down, we don't have a smelter array.
No, I'm in the process of trying to build some furnaces for you. Guesstimate on how many you need?
Furnaces.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 sec. Smelting array. What years? Was it the which smelters were we going to use? Yeah, but Whiteland, we need much bigger smelting arrays than the ones we have. So what I was going to do was smelt them just to the west of our current wall and then expand the wall to surround it. Because our base is not big enough and we don't even have a main bus yet.
Yeah.
So I was going to build new, bigger smelting arrays nearer to where the resources are made and expand the base around it. Because we have a lot of wall that we can do that with.
Well, where is this wool being stored? Because I need to grab some.
The wall, where all the stone is, it's kind of in the middle, just slightly east.
Where I'm now, Jack, go north, follow the stone.
I know, 45 turrets, that's right.
And then you'll find the stone production.
45
there,
turrets.
Right, okay. So there you go.
So, steel furnaces, Sammy?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need 48 furnaces per stack. Actually, this is assuming red belt as well on this blueprint.
How many stacks have you got?
Well, if you want to smelt steel, you need 5 iron per 1 steel, which basically means if you want 1 steel array, you need 5 iron arrays to go with it. So then you need 6 times 48 furnaces, which is a lot.
Wow.
That's why I don't know if you want to go with stone furnaces for now. Or we could just not... I mean, we can put the blueprint down and just not put them all in yet, You know what I mean? Just build them up over time.
Well, I've got 50 on build, so that'll get one bay going, right?
Do bear in mind, though, that the electric furnaces are bigger than the steel and the stone furnaces. So if we eventually
Ah.
upgrade to them, you'll have to readjust everything.
WJ just said something important, so I was wrong. So, although the steel is 5 iron per steel, it takes 5 times as long to produce anyway, so the ratio is still 1 to 1. So we need 1 iron array and 1 steel array. Actually, we'll build 2 iron arrays, and so 3 times 48, Sammy. Build me then.
Okay. Which is, what, 144 by my old maths?
Well, if it was 50, it'd be 150 minus 6. It's 144. We'll bring it all down here. That'll do for now. Beeline to construction bots. Most of the rebuilding issues solved by that. Finished, Bolivar. I know, dude. How are the constructor bots coming along, Whiteland? I should bring copper once we set that to be copper ore. See, it's not getting all of it, is it? It doesn't get it from the... It takes from the near side and pushes to the far side. So how do I get all of the copper to be in this box on this belt? Because I need to have a filter on the other side, wouldn't I? And then bring the copper back around. What's the best way of doing this? Number 3 is direct to number 2, but number 1 is not direct to number 2, and number 3 is not direct to number 4. I have no idea what you're talking about, Home. It's better to put one more filter inserter. I saw them miss a piece now and again. You grab from both sides, but only in front of it. Yeah, but if 2 come down, like if it comes down with 1 on top of the other, it's just not going to get it, is it? You reckon it'll work on the same side? Alright, let's try it. Okay, let's grab a bunch of iron ore and see what happens. That should work. I can keep up. It's on a yellow belt. Okay, nice. Don't know what we're doing this copper yet. Oh, the only problem with that is I need to put compression. I need to put compression after the event, don't I? Because that thing leaves holes in the belt. Should have come this way, really. I'll recompress it. Why not just sacrifice iron production, deconstruct the mines and produce copper? Because the copper is mixed in with the iron here. So it's a bit of a pain to try and do that, you know? It's easier to just filter the copper out later. That'll work. A simple setup will get rid of the copper. So this is using red belt here. Do you think we should be okay with using yellow belt, or do you think it'll rely on red? I think it might rely on red. A lot of gear wheels to make red. Robot to another melt and tunnel to the other side. Robot to another melt. BFG, I'm not sure what you mean. Tell you what, let's put some of these gun turrets down while we're here. We're not making red belt, are we?
Not that I know of.
Well, we are using steel furnaces, that's the point. You're making steel furnaces, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
So we're going to need red belt. And red belt means lots of gears.
Right, I've put the wall production back online, but I've left the concrete production offline. Okay.
Okay. Because the blueprint relies on red belts to move things around all the steel furnaces. Like we could use yellow belts and yellow splitters, but when we put all of these steel furnaces in, the belts won't keep up with it. So it's easier to put red in now. If we can.
Makes sense.
Andromax, we do not
So
have
once I've
filter
got the
splitters. We're on
furnaces built, if I
15, not
change
16.
the furnaces that I've got to fabricators, I'll make loads of iron wheels. Because my steel plate solution is temporary anyway, so.
It's interesting that gun turrets don't need power and neither do belts.
I'm going to add some more chests into that central storage area, because I've got a whole lot of odds and ends on me that I don't need anymore. They could be useful for other things.
Haven't by any chance got like 8,000 steel plates, have you?
No, I've got like 800 iron plates.
It's worth a try. Have you got an abundance of iron plates?
There's an abundance all over the base.
If you can make this array, we'll have abundance of iron plates.
Yeah, I know. It's
There's literally chests full of iron plates all over the place.
kind of the chicken and egg, isn't it?
Welcome to the Nut House.
Attack somewhere? Southeast.
Thanks, what?
Yeah, south.
Why has a red base has spawned? What a bunch of
They've
scumbags.
destroyed some wall and a turret.
Oh, wow.
And they're damaging more turrets and walls. That's a big attack.
Is anybody moving in?
I'm moving down there now.
down in a
We've
minute.
got a power outage. We've got a power outage.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
They are in the base. They are in the base, guys.
Yeah, we're on our way down.
Happy anniversary.
Whiteland died in vain.
Oh, my God. Vanna Ball. Thank you for 50 months. Andromax.
What?
Welcome to the house,
Oh, the big
Andromax.
one's got in.
Can you get the power online, Jack?
Thank you for the nutty welcome,
We
Andromax.
clear.
Yeah, I'll go and take care of that. But can you get the power online?
Yeah.
Scumbag biters.
Destroyed.
Oh, blue biters. Blue splitters, even big ones.
Oh, my God.
That's the southern base taken out.
Okay, we've got power again. Got some repair kits down here.
The power's back online, yeah?
Yep.
Bunch of scumbags. Did they eat a power line or something?
Yeah. A few.
Wow, the turret just didn't deal with it, did it?
No, we might need to stack the turrets around doorways.
Triple wall. How did they get in through the gate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've taken out the middle of the gate. So we've got a left and a right piece of gate.
Northeast
depending
attack.
on-
I'll go and deal with that. We need to get AP rounds in the gun turrets, basically. We need to not have normal rounds on that belt.
We just need
So-
to make some replacement gate in case they come back.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where we need a lot more steel, basically.
So at the moment, aren't all the gun turrets loaded with normal because that's what's on the belt?
Yep.
Do we need to stop that going round the main belt and just send the AP round?
We do, but what I'm saying is we need a lot more steel to do AP.
There's a random chest somewhere along the belt line that's just taking all of the AP off the belt. I saw it earlier.
Top right. Top of the map is taking AP off the belt. Our tank just ran out of fuel. I think your oil thing's being attacked up here, Joe. I think they're probably wrecking the joint.
I hope not. I've put like 3-layer thick wall all around it.
You put gun turrets with AP.
There's no ammo in there. That's what I came back down to collect.
Yeah, they're basically punching their way through the wall right now.
Oh,
But luckily, they didn't quite get through.
well, I've replaced the missing gate that was down the bottom there.
You can put gates on the train track, by the way, on the wall.
I've tried, it wouldn't let me.
Well, it does work.
Do you need backup for where you're at?
I'm alright at the moment. I'm just going to go on a base and attack over here.
Everything just flash green for anyone else. Oh, I know.
Like to the north of that oil reserve as well, border the pollution is kind of bordering on.
I got a kind of, yeah, I'm in combat. Wow, they're getting tougher. The worms have got blue armor now.
Yeah. But I've never seen them get any bigger than blue, so. But I have gone into bases where they're all blue, and the big worms are blue.
Yeah, it won't work on a bend, Jack. It'll only work on a straight piece of wall. You've got the track curve in.